and welcome back to my channel, Jordan Mind, Body, and Soul, where we learn to take care of ourselves, mind, body, and soul. Welcome. Happy Friday. I don't know if it's Friday when you watch this, but it's Friday today for me, and I am feeling it. It's going to be a 3-day weekend, Memorial weekend, and I'm excited. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get right into it. I want you to answer this question honestly, because this question came to me after I spent a few hours and recorded different videos. Do you wait for certain moments to enjoy life? Do you wait for certain moments to enjoy life? So for an example, I think of things like retirement. That's a big one. People who are like, I'm saving all this money for retirement. Or even if you have a vacation planned, the weekend can count too. Like, do you find yourself setting aside fun or the things you want to do for the future, pushing it off? So if you can, answer that in the comments. And then I also want you to answer this question. What would it look like if you did whatever it is that you wanted for a day? And I asked that question a lot in a lot of different videos, because what I'm trying to get myself to do and people to do as well is to realize that a lot of our wants, our loves, our desires, the things that we want, they can be done. It does take like prioritizing, of course, and handling other obligations first in some cases, but we can do more of what we want. I'm trying to get the tribe and myself to switch the mindset from, well, I'll wait till retirement. Well, I'll wait until the future. Or I'll wait until Wednesday. Or I'll wait until my day off. Like, what about now? What about today? Like, how do we create that life that we love, that we enjoy, and that we don't have to wait until the weekend to celebrate? Okay, so let me set this scene up a little bit. I've come to the realization that, number one, I am equipped with the skills, with the education, the know-how, the willpower to create whatever life I want to create for myself and for my family. I have that power to do it. Are there challenges and obstacles that can occur and will occur out of my power? Absolutely. But with this shift of energy, I am training myself and encouraging other people to realize how much power we really have to create and live the lives that we enjoy, the lives that we don't have to wait until the weekend to have some fun. So I'm gonna give a little bit of background of what brought me to this. So this year, honestly, I think even before March happened, I lost 2 wonderful family members, an aunt and an uncle. And I'm gonna be 100% transparent. While they were here, no, I did not contact or communicate with them a lot. And it's mostly because we're in different states. I mean, I didn't see them often. But their energy, both of them, like, it's crazy because there are a few, you know how you have like family members who you're like, oh, is blah, blah, blah gonna be there? Oh, is blah, blah, blah gonna be there? Because they have such great energy. And even if you don't talk to them often, even if you don't see them often, every time you're with them, it's like y'all never left. It's like y'all never left communication. That's how both of them are. And they're so, I don't want to get upset, so I'm not going to keep talking about it. But they're amazing. And their absence, even though I haven't seen them in years, I haven't seen them in a while, I feel it. I feel their absence. And the only regret that I have is, of course, not being able to, if I would have visited them, if I would have went home to Philly more during the holidays, or just made time to go up there to see them and enjoy them and embrace them. But I do know that something that I could do to honor them and show them my voice is cracking. Something I could do to honor them and show them love is to continue to pass on love and light, and to continue to be the energy that they were, because they were really good energy to be around. So on a lighter note, what I had to do after I processed that and I realized how short life is, and I reflected on the people that I lost, due to death, or the people who, I just no longer communicate with, but always had vibes or energy that were worth being around. I feel like I'm one of those people. I feel like I'm one of those people who people do say, hey, is Jordan going to be there? Because, I'm kind of fun to be around. But that's just that's my perspective. Somebody else can be like, yeah, so you think. So after sorting that out with myself and discovering and seeing how short life is and wanting to pass on that positive energy, the first thing I thought about was making a list. And I recommend this for you too. Make the list of all the things that make you unhappy in life. So write down every single thing that makes you unhappy. Anything that occurs and you're like, I don't like it, or I just want this to be over, write it down. After I did that personally, this was the blessing in all of it. I realized that everything on my list, because there's some things you can't change, everything on my list were things that can change, were things that I had control over. And once I did that, it took away like the victim mentality, or like the victim feeling, like, oh, life is just happening to me, I ain't got no control over nothing. Instead of feeling like that, I felt like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, I can do something about that. Okay, what can I do about this? And it put me in a mood or in a space to where I was trying to solve my issue and not just like soak in it, because it's so easy to get lost in your feelings and soak in it. And I feel like sometimes you kind of got to go through that emotion, but don't stay there, because I don't want anybody, including myself, to be sad, upset, depressed, or feeling anything other than either a neutral state or happiness, because life is so short. So again, once you create your list and you take a look at all the things that you can control, the next thing that you should do is do what you can. Do what you have the power to do, starting with whatever would be, I don't want to say the easiest, but it would be the easiest, the least challenging to fix. So for me, for an example, I'm going to be 100% transparent with y'all. I got a cat. Now, listen. Long story short, because y'all know I'm always give y'all some stories in my videos. The cat that I have, his name is Nipsey. The cat and I have been having a back and forth battle on and on and on and on. And long story short, there's so much more to it. I want to get rid of him. He's been tearing up this apartment. He is probably going to end up costing us a few $100s in repairs that we're going to have to pay for. Long story short, again, I want to get rid of him. That's simple. I am actively looking for a home for him, okay? A loving home, because I'm not going to send him out in the streets. I'm not going to send him anywhere he may get hurt, but I want to find a home for him. That's something I can do. That's something that can be fixed. And it causes me a lot of stress because, like I said, he does tear up the apartment. I am worried about having to pay a lot of money to fix whatever repairs are needed. But also because he likes to pee everywhere. And if you smell cat pee, it is horrible. He will pee on your clothes. He will pee anywhere. And it's the hardest scent to remove. Long story short, that can be fixed. So although I know there's some attachment issues there with with Terry, he has attachment issues to him. So they're going to have to sort and work that out. But that's something that can be fixed. Also, my job that I always talk about, I don't like at all. Like, there's nothing about it that I like. Well, I like that it said work from home. That's it. But that can be fixed. I don't have to have this job. I don't have to work there. So in all of that, what you're also doing as you train your brain to realize you are in control and that you have power over your situation, you have power to create and lead the life that you love, you will also see that everything also required my participation. So this job, although I don't like it, I'm choosing to participate. I'm in control. I can say, now there's consequences that come with it, but I can say tomorrow, bye. I can say that to them. But there's reasons that I don't, right? With the cat, I could say, the next time someone opens the door, leave it open a little longer. I could do that, right? So again, not only are there solutions, but I have control over the outcome. Then that makes me feel, again, less like a victim, and then I can enjoy life. And I'm encouraging people to do the same. So once you see, okay, these are my problems, these are how they can be fixed, and this is how I have the power to control and fix it, the smallest things in your life are going to start bringing you happiness and peace, because you're no longer upset about those other components in your life. And the things that you are upset about, you are actively doing whatever it is necessary to fix it, to live the life you want to live. So I'm learning how to regain, and I'm trying to help other people regain their sense of power. And it starts in your mind. It starts with understanding who you are and what you have control over. So to kind of conclude, after we already know this video is about just encouraging you to figure out how to live a life you don't have to wait to enjoy. A big part of like the journey that I'm sharing now is financial freedom, and then bringing in income from things that I enjoy, from things that I want. I'm honestly at the point where I'd be okay with having, and you're supposed to have multiple sources of income. You should not just be relying on one. Most people are, but you should have multiple sources of income. I'm okay with getting to the point if I have to have 7 streams of income and I have to try my best and try my hardest at every one, but all of them I enjoy. I'd rather do that than to have a job that I do not like and it's my only source of income. I don't want to do that. So in that journey, like I said, I'm kind of recording how I'm getting there. So another thing that I've been doing to create the life that I love and enjoy would be, instead of looking at other people, a lot of people will look at other people who are in situations that they want to be in or that they desire to be in, and they'll either be jealous or envious of that person, or they will look at it almost as if that person took their spot. So like, because this person has it, I can't. And that is an extremely limiting belief. I don't ever remember feeling that way about anything, honestly. Maybe as a child, because you know you're not able to sort through your emotions, but I've never felt that way, and I make sure that I don't. Instead, I train myself to feel and believe I know I can do it. I know I can do it. I know that I can do it because I'm overqualified and I'm capable, but I also know that I can do it because that person did it. It exists. My path to getting there may be a little different. My path to getting there may be a little bit harder than theirs for them, but I can absolutely do it. There is no limitation. You can do everything that you want to do. You have to put in the work, but any and everything that you want to do, you can do it. There is no limitations. No, they don't exist. And as soon as I start, or I have moments where I tell myself that, it hypes me up some, because I'm like, yeah, you're right, I can do it. But then also, it keeps you in the mindset that not only are you in control, but you are in control of something that can absolutely happen. This is not a fantasy. This is not a dream. This is you doing what you want to do. And a side note, for all those negative voices that come to your head or those thoughts, it's like, yeah, I could do it, but I don't have enough money. Or yeah, I could do it, but I'm not cute enough. Or whatever the thoughts or doubts are, start listening to that voice and treat that voice as if they are someone else, like another person saying it to you. And then stand up for yourself the way you would stand up for yourself, or the way you would stand up for a child. Protect yourself, because those thoughts, they're not yours. They're not your thoughts. They're thoughts or beliefs that you found or developed somewhere else, and then you're transferring over to your situation. And those limiting beliefs. You can do any and everything you want to do. You can. So lastly, I just want to remind you, you are completely capable of creating this life that you want to lead today. Start today. And every day, knock a little bit off, and then knock a little bit off. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. And the way I look at it is, I'm going to get exactly what I want, or I'm going to get something better that I didn't even consider as an option, because I was so stuck on what I wanted. And that has literally been the story of my life. There's been so many things I'm like, I want that, and I didn't get it, and I would cry, and I would be so upset, especially like relationships. I would be so upset, like, I didn't get that, and I would be so hurt and so sad. And then time passed, and then I got something better, or I get something better, and I'm like, I didn't even think that was an option. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even know. Or if I didn't feel that initially, whatever it is, end up working out for me in a better way. And I'm like, you know what? It's a good thing that I didn't get that, because then I wouldn't be in this position that I'm in now, whatever it is. So remember, you got this. You can start leading that life that you want to today. And I'm so excited to share my journey with you as I get to that point. These are just going to be really awesome videos that I'm going to be able to look back on and be like, wow, look how far I've come. Remember, we create our realities. We create our realities. You are the author of your own story. You get to write it however you want. Life is good. Life is good. Don't forget, take care of yourself, mind, body, and soul. And before you go, drop in the comments, what are you going to do to help you start living the life you want to live? And let's share some ideas and talk about it. Y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.